Top of the morning, Raider Nation. Double Innocence with your boy E-Dub, a.k.a. the Silent Assassin. Raider Nation, don't worry about it, man. I feel your pain. I really do. I feel your pain. I really, really feel your pain. Out of all the games that have been played so far, the one game that I really, really, really wanted to win was that game yesterday against the Chicago Bears. And the saddest thing about it is, believe it or not, that by far, at least for this season, would have to be the best game that the Raiders have played. That by far would have to probably be, even though he threw 3 interceptions, the best game that Geno played for the Raiders. Now, as far as I'm concerned, yes, I am a Raider fan. Yes, I am a little bit biased, but I'm taking all that off the table, and I'm just letting you guys know directly. That game yesterday, we should not have lost. And I'm going to explain to you exactly why I'm saying that game yesterday, we should not have lost. We had our rookie running back that played a game yesterday like he's been in the NFL for at least 5 seasons. He was unstoppable. Chicago had no answer for him. On the defensive side of the ball, the defense of the Raiders played the best defense I've seen them play in years. I mean, Max Crosby almost beat the Chicago Bears by himself, single-handedly. And then he had the rest of his Warriors that really showed up on the defensive side of the ball. In the first half, the Raiders' offense left Chicago with amazing field position on at least 3 different occasions. Where realistically speaking, Chicago, off of the three turnovers and the ridiculous field position that we gave them, they should have been up at least, I would have to say, maybe 21-0 on us. But our defense, led by Max Crosby, shut that whole nonsense down. Held them to field goals. So if you have your defense playing outstanding like that, and you have your rookie running back running all over the field and creating havoc, because right now he's a leading candidate for Rookie of the Year after 3 games. The game should have never been brought down to a final field goal in order for you guys to win that anyways. It should never have been brought down to that. I'm sorry. But because it was brought down to that, you guys had an opportunity. Even though, realistically speaking, it should never come down to the last second, but you guys still had the opportunity to leave that field with a victory, and you got your field goal blocked. It hurt, man. It really, really hurt. And honestly speaking, that loss wouldn't have bothered me so much if it was any other team except the Chicago Bears, because you guys had the coach that turned his back on you guys. That alone should have motivated you guys to destroy that squad. It motivated Max Crosby. It motivated the defense. That's what it looked like to me. They looked like a motivated bunch that gave the offense every single opportunity to go ahead and do what they had to do. Even in the second half. Even in the second half. I mean, the Raiders had the ball first in the second half, and what'd you do? You threw an interception. The sad thing about that is, realistically speaking, the 3 interceptions that Geno threw yesterday, to me, they look like instant replays. maybe just on opposite sides of the field, but it was the exact same play that got picked off 3 times. Where you saw your target looked open, and then he wasn't. And for me, no word of a lie, that right there, that took all the air out of the balloon for me yesterday. When the second half started, where we had the ball and the first thing we did was turn it over. That took all the air out of the balloon for me, man. And the saddest thing about it is, like I said, in that loss, 25-24, that was the best game overall that the Raiders have played all season. Now, I'm not here. I don't really want to take no kind of negative shots at my quarterback. I really don't. Because he's a Raider. And because he's a Raider, I'm not going to really kick a man when he's down or whatever the case may be. Okay? Geno Smith was an individual that he played for the Seattle Seahawks, which is a team that I never really followed too tough. I mean, you know, the most I would see about Seattle is highlights. The most impressive part of Seattle was that run that they had when they had our coach, where they had Marshawn Lynch. That was the most interesting Seattle team for me, and I still didn't follow that team that much. So, where Geno's concerned, I just basically taking what everybody's giving me. Commentators, family members. I just took what they had to say about Geno Smith as law. He's a very good quarterback. He's consistent. He's this, he's that. Honestly speaking, was that my very first choice when we had a quarterback position open? It wouldn't have been my first choice, but the only reason it would have been my first choice is because of my lack of knowledge that I knew about Geno. Looking at things right now, if I had a chance, believe it or not, I would have taken Daniel Jones. But I'm saying that now. There's a good possibility I wouldn't have said that at that particular point in time, because Daniel Jones didn't instill a hell of a lot of confidence in me coming out of New York. But look at the job he's doing right now. Yeah, they did lose yesterday, but look at the job he's doing. All that to say, I'm not sure he would have been my first choice. But when they told me they got Geno Smith, I'm loyal to the Raider Nation through and through. So hey, if Geno's the guy you guys say is the guy, then Geno's my guy. I gotta support that. Now, unfortunately, with the exception of the very first game that the Raiders have played, they haven't really looked that solid. And now that I'm really actually getting an opportunity to watch Geno play full games, because that's what I do. Every Sunday when the Raiders play, I mean, I'll scan other games, but the game I'm tuned into is the game that the Raiders are playing. And now that I have an opportunity to see what Geno's doing, he has yet to impress me. Is he an upgrade of the quarterbacks that we've had? Yes. But does he instill a lot of confidence in you to say that he's a quarterback that's going to get us to the next level? I'm very undecided about that right now. And the thing of the matter is, I don't even know who our backup is. If I'm not mistaken, O'Connell is hurt. If I'm not mistaken. And I'm not sure exactly who the other quarterback is that we have in our system. And the thing of the matter is, we can't even replace Geno right now, because if you were to do that at this particular point in time, that's it. You've killed whatever confidence he might have. So Raider Nation, all we got to do now is just be patient, man, and just hope that they're going to go in, they're going to watch film this week, they're going to take all They're going to take the positives off of the game that you just played and lost by 1 point. And hopefully we can build on that. Hopefully we can build on that. Genty, you just keep doing your thing, man. We can't ask you to do much more. You're a rookie. But you're playing this game with absolutely no fear. And I love that. You're one of those positive lights that we have in Raider Nation right now. Defense, that's the best the defense have looked in years. And I'm talking about for the entire game. So, if we got to take some positives off of it, those are the two positives we got to draw from this. Their defense looked very outstanding. Hopefully they can continue that. And my rookie, you go ahead and you chase that Rookie of the Year, man. Because right now, I don't know enough about everything else that's going on in the league or whatever the case may be. But right now, watching you, I got to keep reminding myself that that's exactly what you are, that you're a rookie. Because you're not playing like one. With that being said, people, I want you guys to share, like, and subscribe to this channel. Help this channel grow. Double Innocence, Raider Nation is out. Have yourself a blessed day, people.